Всем привет! Продолжаем изучать семейный дом, где вырос, точнее, детство провел. Так. Куча интересных историй я узнаю. И все посредством даже не знаю как, каких-то оставленных записок, загадок, дневников. Так, ну, тут мы изучили командный пункт.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Это мы уже догадались.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Ну, мы идем, наверное, дальше. Опять что-то потаенное. На дом прям.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Через... ну. Подожди. Я могу вывести. Да. Могу туда вон смотреть. Проползти точнее.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Варвара была. Награды, да девчонка была чертовски популярная. А можно потом обратно залезть. А, ну это я думаю, сейчас тут изучу и обратно уйду. Снималась с Кинг-Конгом. Барбара. Барбара Стрит.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Мрачно мне как-то этой комнаты.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a
Ого,
sec.
теперь знаю. Как
20 minutes
попасть туда.
later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Мгм.
And as she
Это
wound
уже
the
я.
key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
В комикс так интересно двигаться.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
О, у меня есть оружие. Костыль.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Лишь бы внезапность мой крик не перебил бы ее.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
На тебе.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
О, тут можно все бить. Куда там бежать наверх? Бегу. Громко сказано. Потихонечку крадусь. Куда, кстати?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Ну, а тебе.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Там нету. Ну вот выход какой-то. Там домик, кучу выходов.
Night, she played her part beautifully.
В окно.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Да бросай ты его. На что ты? В дверь, что ли, уходит?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Бахнул. Не.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Спрыгнул с него. На него спрыгнул. Нет. Кинь что-нибудь. Спускаться, что ли, к нему? И он исчез. Да.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Надо открыть.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At
Открывай.
the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ну, как хочешь. Потрясающе. Потрясающе.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Так. Так вот жила Барбара. Кто ж тут? Она курила, что ли? свечки. 15, 16, да, 16 свечек. Если я не ошибся. Могу жить. Награды у нее были. Так, ну тут я не выйду, я так понял, что да, отсюда надо только. Так, и через...
I guess now I know why
Или на
Mom didn't
склеп.
like me playing with the music box.
А. Так, ну наверх тут как и был закрыт, так и есть. А вот с шкатулкой мы теперь знаем, как обращаться. Что можем позволить себе узнать, что там в подвальчике. Тем временем темнеет, прям заметно. Ну. Не в ту сторону. Можно другую крутить. Вот предел, другой, значит. Заточечка. Подвал. Бильярд. Тут можно поиграть. Стираться. Тут у нас
Mom said the basement was
Свен
off
говорила.
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Ну да. Вот как раз тут картины делались, рисовались. Змей, этот дракон. Прототип, наверное. Меньшая копия. Так, столбняка.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Пакеты. Вообще почти ничего не вижу.
I thought
А вот
maybe
тут
she was
самый
hiding
холодильник.
presents.
Подарки. Ну,
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
секретный ход. Кто бы мог подумать.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
И куда?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Очень-очень далеко. О, да у них тут на случай ядерной войны все прописано.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Только спальное место одно. Мило. Ну или два, если разложить. Ну что ж, вот и Волтер. Волтер хоть пожил. А тут как-то все быстро выпиливаются. Сейчас мы знаем.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Опять открываем.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Там какой-то ураган, я так понимаю, он тут прячется.
Almost friendly.
Что, персик, что ли, каждый день?
And then one day,
Абрикос.
everything just
И ровно в 12.
stopped.
Да.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Там, не знаю, тушенку, не пробовал. Так можно с ума сойти. Можно.
It's been a week now,
Серьезно, пробовал.
the longest in 30 years.
Неделя. Так, теперь я могу.
I'm done waiting.
Да, теперь я могу.
I have to
Не
leave.
есть их.
Well, I still can.
Нужно выбираться, пока могу. Так. Еще ниже что-то есть. И все в книгах. Книги, еда, книги, еда.
I know it's
No.
out there somewhere.
Пища для ума и тела.
Whatever killed Barbara.
О, что убил Барбару?
And Molly.
Так.
And Calvin.
Там мусорка, что ли? О, маманя.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Так, я отсюда вылез на железную дорогу. Иду я очень тяжело,
Whatever's out there.
очень медленно.
I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Сбил поезд. Остров, на острове поезда ходит.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Так, ну я теперь знаю, как
I'm sure my
отсюда
mom was trying to
выбраться.
protect me.
Он хотел меня уберечь. Тогда...
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
Дедушка жил
I
под
can
домом.
only imagine what else she was hiding.
Да. Да-да-да,
I don't
интересно.
want to
Точно
make the
свалка.
same mistakes she made.
Лучше в Ванич теперь. Сколько лет назад он там жил. Так.
Trying to
Пойдем.
bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what
Psychic
happened to
experience.
everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it
Может
real.
быть, может быть. Любил поезда. О, интересно. Очень интересно. Какой тут поезд его сбил. И куда мне? Туда вряд ли. Так, вот сюда,
I don't know
наверное.
if I should even be writing this.
Да там вон стул. На дереве.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Man, ураган был. Что так закинул его. О, датчик движения.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Строение какое-то. Разрушено.
And the history you're a part of.
Хочу туда, хочу туда. Там вот населенный пункт какие-то, вот я не могу зайти. Там что-то, маяк какой-то разрушенный, что ли. И тут на берегу неплохо было бы пожарить шашлычка.
Though to be honest,
так
I feel
красивая.
as lost as you probably do right now.
Я растерян, да. Очень, очень.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Вид хороший. Так. Ничего интересного тут нет. Пропустим какую-нибудь историю. Нет, ничего нет пока.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
и качели.
Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Идем на кладбище. Ну да, да. Так, зажечь ничего нельзя, взять нельзя.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Вот, кладбище домашних животных. Еще тут.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Да, у них там даже же имен нет. Стерлось все. Так, а тут у нас тоже. Лягушка.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Это дом, который утонул. Так что ли? Что они тут как бы... Не знаю. Мне кажется, он просто разбился. Нет. Волны 12-метровая, а так? На дно сел. Ну, может, это и не дом. Ну-ка, посмотрим историю, наверное.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Ну, это дом. А, ну это... Типа мычка, чтобы кто не заплыл туда, чтобы видеть. Ну что сам течение принесло? Не знаю, не знаю. Ну, это очень интересно только. Можешь подойти, посмотреть дом своих предков.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Что ж, полезли. Дальше тайны узнавать.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ну вот почему у меня живот такой большой. Ну, больше, чем если бы она не была беременна. А вот так, я так думаю, мы на чердак-то попадем. Все предусмотрено, все предусмотрено.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Так, я уже представляю себе тут барбекюшечка. Сел, пожарил. Я думаю, тут холодненько пивка достал и сиди, смотри, наслаждайся видом, покуривай. Неплохо. Он тут развлекался. Так, мы идем внутрь.
They were both pretty intense.
Рыбак, охотник, наверное, военный. Так, это мы потом откроем.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Изучу его тут. Что он тут хранит? Камера, награды, ружье. Вот камера. Тоже. Негативы проявлены.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Наверное. О, котенок куда-то указывает лапкой. Билет куда-то. Кай. Ну, узнаем историю Сэма.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
It's too early, Dad.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Понимаю. Шим снять. Просто дождик идет.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Честно. Я крутить ж могу.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
Да что фотографировать-то надо?
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Теперь я уже. Ага, отлично. Хороший
Эй!
снимок.
That's a keeper.
Хорошо вместе время проводим.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Точно друг друга фотографировали. Кадры менялись.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Ага. Что-то уже другое надо. Рыбел.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Смотри, смотри.
Let's see.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Я надеюсь.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your tongue. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Он жалковат как-то. Он вообще какой-то зверский на дядя.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Все, я нажимаю кнопку и бегу. Давай, давай, спей, 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 спей.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Ёшки-воробушки. Этот снимок.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Не убивайте оленей. Вот вам правда жизни. Не надо. И будете жить долго и счастливо. И не заставляйте никого убивать оленей. Тем более. Идем дальше.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Да и... Нет, нет, нет. Выходим, выходим. Да, тут... Совсем ребенок. Армейские казармы какие-то. Ладно, изучим историю. Грегори.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
That's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Хорошо.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
А, я за лягушку. Я управляю лягушкой. Ага.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Cal.
Всеми игрушки.
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw,
сделать, чтобы пошла история дальше.
It sure made him happy.
Так вот. Не пройду никогда эту миссию. Ой, похоже, не видно. Лук может быть. Подняться. Может, на него запрыгнуть? Потом туда запрыгнуть.
Silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
То есть она воду слила, пошла разговаривать. Меня одного оставила, я должен сейчас открыть воду и утонуть, что ли?
I wish he could have told us
Замечательно.
about the world he saw.
Печальная
So
история.
much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Открываем, открываем.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Да уж. В этой семье все так умирают, умирают, умирают. Все по-разному. Но все необычно. Наверное. Так, я думаю, туда. Тут все замуровано. Жалко ребенка. И родителей жалко.
My mom moved up to the loft after her
Переживали.
brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Да, он так подымался к себе каждый раз. Сильная была девушка.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Что в этой игре мне очень-очень-очень нравится. Детали, мелочи. Здесь прям веришь, что здесь вот жил человек с такой-то историей. Тот делал. Я могу спуститься, потом еще раз поднять. А, там вон что-то еще можно. Ну-ка. А потом в окно пойдем.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Стихи для Гэса.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Каждый раз история по-новому представляется. Вот почему прочитать не могу. Да,
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
нажал. Так все интересно сделано.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Какой? Трудно попасть.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Вот и про Ганну узнали. Ну что ж, на сегодня все. В следующем видео продолжим изучение семейки странных. Спасибо за внимание.